If you guys want to know when we talk about certain gaming things, or anything for that matter, please check the description of this video. All the timestamps, all the links are there for you to follow along with us. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night Wolfcast. This is going to be episode number 31 for the date of May 29th, 2017. My name is Wolfie, and I am joined today by Zeromus3 and Sinist.
I have nothing like that.
No, not all of us can bring the hype tonight, but I can tell you what we can bring are weeks before we get into the gaming news like we always do. We're going to talk about what we did these past few weeks, and we're going to start today with Bert. What did you do these last few weeks since the last podcast?
Well, I got a little bit further in Dragon Quest Heroes 2. It's continuing on. Still a Warriors game.
Has your opinion changed? Do you still like
really.
it?
I mean, it drags on a bit, probably.
You still drag on quests?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Go on.
We should just end the podcast there.
Play the music right now.
Like, they have all these different classes that you can change to. They don't change too much about the game, but it requires you to re-level again. So there's even more like doing the same stuff over and over. So it gets a little tiring after a while. So I think I'm done leveling up additional classes, and I'll just finish the game.
Is there a point to leveling up other classes?
You get like stat bonuses that carry over to like all your classes, so it just makes you stronger basically.
Oh.
And they have new moves and new weapons that you can use, so at least the gameplay changes a bit, but nothing too drastic.
Okay.
But yeah, I still say it's a better game than the first one, and give it a shot if you like those games. If not, stay away.
Good advice. I'll heed it.
And the other game was Fire Emblem Echoes.
Yeah.
It sounds like you and Scoots played this, so I'd like to hear both of your impressions if you would.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so I guess this is a remake of a game we never got, right, Scoots?
Yes. Gaiden.
And it like breaks the mold of what we traditionally see Fire Emblem as. Like, it doesn't have the weapon triangle, and magic requires you to like use your own unit's health and stuff, so it changes up the game quite a bit. But
wait, your health as like mana?
Yeah, you use your own health. Like, there's no and I guess you played Fates, right?
Yes.
You know how weapons would have durability?
Yeah.
Like that's gone, but like your spells will cast like your health. So it's really weird because like whenever you get attacked and you attack back, you're using your health, so it's like you're taking even more damage. It can be kind of rough in that sense.
That sounds kind of counterproductive. Like, not what you want. Especially does that count for healers too? Are there healers in this?
Yes, but they also have the Nosferatu thing where they can attack to get their health back.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you know it from any other game but Smash, but you heal yourself with that.
Oh, yeah, that weird purple grabby thing where you touch them inappropriately and steal their health. Okay.
That's how they get their health back, and that doesn't cost anything, so...
I was going to say.
It's almost hard to kill healers in a sense, because they'll attack back and get their health back after you hit them.
That's pretty good.
It's kind of weird, but it has a low chance to hit, so I guess there's that kind of trade-off.
Also, talk about the dungeon. The dungeon thing was pretty good.
Yeah, so they have dungeons now, and what that is you go inside, like there's some building or ruins or whatever you find, and it turns into like a third-person dungeon crawling type thing.
Uh-huh.
Like,
You search for items and stuff there, too.
yeah. Have you really found anything of much interest besides like smashing barrels and getting those coins? I still have no use what you do with those.
I found some weapons that I already had.
Yeah, I usually get those from like the little scanning thing. Like whenever you...
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. But you walk around the dungeon, like they're fully rendered in 3D. And there's like chests and like stuff you can smash with your sword to find items, I guess.
That
You
is
also do
weird.
dungeons to increase stats too, because some of the dungeons at the end of it, they have these like weird little water things.
Yeah, at the end they'll have these wells,
Yeah.
and there will be 2 different ones for different stats, and you can use them a total of 3 times on whatever character you want.
It did not look like a well to me. It looked like just some water fountain thing.
Well, yeah. I don't know what they call it, but yeah. Yeah, the exploring stuff is a little strange. If you find an enemy, you can swing your sword to attack it, and they'll start with less health in that battle, the enemy will. And they're like smaller maps, kind of like that phone game almost.
Yeah.
Heroes, I guess it's
okay.
called.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you'll fight like 4 or 5 guys, and you'll use about the same amount. They're really quick battles, which is fine.
Yeah. I like the transition into them. When you like attack them, instantly into that battle.
Yeah, it's nice and quick. There's no like loading or anything.
Oh, that's good. I was actually gonna say like, so this isn't like the normal Fire Emblem where it's just like chapter, story, big battle.
It is, but like you have the world map or whatever, and it's pretty linear. Like you'll go across, and there will be guys standing on the map. So each time you go to those points, that'll be like one of the main battles.
Yeah.
And then they'll have little spokes that go off into the dungeons, and you can go and explore those to get better stuff.
So it's kind of possible to grind in this one?
Yes.
Definitely.
There, like sometimes when you move across the map, stuff will respawn like behind you.
Oh.
Like if anyone played, Awakening, they had the same map style.
Yeah.
It seems similar to that.
Okay. Also, at least for me, people like me, the very rare people like me who played the Shining Force games before they played the Fire Emblem games, you two have also told me about a feature that is more like the Shining games than Fire Emblem games.
Yeah, you want to talk about that, Scoots?
You mean the town thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To explore towns and recruit people?
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's not where you can freely roam the town, but you can choose points in the town, and you can talk with NPCs, and you can also do the search feature, and you'll find like items that you can use.
Yeah, it's like a picture hunt type of thing.
Hmm.
And then that also brings in the recruiting thing, and you can also talk to your allies too, because they'll be around the city as well, or town.
Oh
That's
yeah, another
cool.
thing is, I believe in the old version they didn't have the like relationship stuff,
Yeah.
like the talking, like you get A, B, and C rank or whatever, and that stuff is done in battle now. So
Really?
you have to have your people talk to each other while they're in the battlefield to raise
Oh,
those.
that was like that in old school Fire Emblem games.
Yeah,
Huh.
Do you remember
there's-
the one for Game Boy Advance, the original? Well, it's not really. It's
it's
like
been so long since I played that, so not really.
it's the one with Lynn and Hector and
Yeah,
Ellerwood. Yeah, that's how you do it. You pair them together, and then sometimes they'll have dialogue.
yeah. So and
Huh.
those are really, they seem like really short and basic. Like they don't seem too interesting. I think those might be new to the series, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
and
kinda
also,
like that
the whole
idea.
game has voice acting too. I just remember that.
Yeah, it does. I found that surprising. Like every single text, besides the villagers that you talk to, well, most of them do, but some of them don't. But yeah, I was surprised by how much voice acting there was.
That's really cool. I see. I was actually since I played Fates. That's technically speaking my first Fire Emblem game I played was Fates Conquest. I like the relationship building that you do. Basically, you battle them, and you know if they're paired up or whatever, they build a relationship, and then after the battle, you have them talk to each other. But to me, it sounds. I like the idea of them doing it while they're in battle. Do they have like
It's-
dialogue where it's like, nice shot, you stabbed that
No.
man in the head? No,
No, it's real
Oh.
weird. Like it's the same stuff that you would see in like Conquest, but it's
What?
like in the middle of a battle. Yeah, it's real strange.
So like after you just like murderize a person, it's just like, sigh, what's wrong, Celica?
exactly.
Oh, I wanted to bake you a pie, but I can't bake. Allow me to teach you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. They reached rank C relationship
Yeah, it's real
in the
weird.
midst of a battlefield.
Pretty good.
Okay.
And
You know what? That's how we should do our relationship thing.
Every time we finish a battle.
Man, I want to learn how to make a pie. Let me teach you.
You'll be a pie master by the time this is done. They reached level C. Then at the end, it's like when they hit like rank S for romance. Like your pie making skills, they've gotten out of control. You and we must have children now. We must put that pie in you. We must put.
Whoa,
we must.
You calm down.
Must put that bun in your oven.
What the?
Rank ass motherfreaker. Bert, you did say, back on subject, you did say that like the relationship thing, like you can't actually romance in this game, or was that something you said?
No, you cannot. From what I understand.
I
don't believe you can. I don't
Older
think
style.
that. Yeah, I mean, this is a remake of a very old game.
Yeah, that's true. Like the romance stuff didn't come in until what, Awakening?
The kid stuff, definitely. I don't know about romance. I didn't play any others.
Wouldn't you know it? The romancing the waifu thing saved the series.
The one for Game Boy Advance, the one with Eliwood, you could pair Eliwood up with like 3 or 4 different characters, and it changes the ending. So that it was technically in older games, but it was based on who you paired with.
It wasn't quite like Awakening and Fates were, though.
I don't think it actually has the feature where you can pair your units up together to save them.
Yeah, there's no like team attacks or any of that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all old style.
It's okay. So yeah, for me, it's that would be more Shining Force, where it's like the units are just there. If they're out there, they're taking hits.
Yeah, I don't think they get any kind of stat bonuses by standing next to each other either, do they?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen anything that indicates that.
It's really based on the old Fire Emblems then. This is the old ones. Okay.
I also like the animation whenever you attack your enemy. This shows them just running up to the enemies.
That's great. Like as it's like they're already running towards them as it's transitioning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of weird, but it's cool.
I mean, that makes more sense than just select the unit, attack, all of a sudden zoom in, and they're just standing there awkwardly like, oh yeah, now it's time to attack.
Yeah, but it's also just kind of hilarious.
I like
just like the single unit running at this other guy.
It's a lot funnier in my head because I don't know what it looks like. I'm just imagining like them running with like the just running at them with the sword above their head.
Exactly that.
That's what they do.
That's exactly that.
That makes me happy. I might actually have to bust this thing open.
And then the enemies will do that to you too.
Just these faceless ass soldiers. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I mean, it may still be too early for both of you, but how would you rate Echoes to Fates or even Awakening?
I think it's better than Fates.
And remember,
the same.
Okay,
Awakening, I feel like Awakening's still better. That's just me, though. I do like the mechanics for this one, though. I like the dungeon exploration. It's different. So it makes me wonder if they're going to do that with future Fire Emblem games.
I'm not so sure about this dungeon stuff yet, but it's different, so there's that.
And also, you could talk to your units within the dungeon, too, when you get to the point. Like a resting point.
Yeah, that's also...
Sometimes they'll appear, too, and then they'll say random stuff.
Yeah, you also change your classes at the like goddess statues in those dungeons.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can do it anytime now?
No, you have to be at a statue.
Oh.
And they have to have like be able to. Like I think you have to, like a villager rank 3 can change their class or whatever type of thing.
Yeah, they let you know whenever they level up. It's like, oh, your character can change his
now
class.
eligible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if like in Awakening and Fates you could change your class and go back to like level 1 or whatever and keep your stats. I don't know if this will have that or not.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out too.
Because you'd have to use like those master seals or whatever to switch.
Yeah.
And
You're a bit further than me, Bert.
and I haven't seen anything like that yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I guess that's a recommendation then.
Yeah, so far it's pretty good.
So that pretty much cover your week then, Bert?
Yep, that's about it.
My week is. Oh, go. What were you saying? I was gonna say my week is.
Yeah, go ahead again.
I won't cut you off this time. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something about the amiibo function too.
Oh, actually, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I forgot all about that. Well, yeah, you don't use those, Bert, because you don't have any amiibo.
I will say though, just I'm using the new 3DS or whatever. That analog stick is awful.
The little tiny nub
the
one.
right one.
Yep.
Yes.
The
I hate
Just-
that thing.
Yeah.
The little titty?
You just-
The itty bitty titty?
Yeah. You just rub your little finger on it. You don't feel like it's moving, but it's doing something.
Like you use that in the 3D dungeon part or whatever, and that just feels so bad.
Mm-hmm. It's better than nothing.
How's the amiibo functionality?
Well, anyways, if you put in your like those Smash Bros. Amiibo figures, like the Fire Emblem ones, you actually summon those like a phantom of those characters in your game.
Huh. You get to
Totally
keep them, or is it a temporary deal
It's
for like?
temporary.
Okay. How many times can you do it a day? I imagine there's a limit.
I'm gonna say once a day. I only tested it once. I didn't try the Fire Emblem Echoes amiibos yet, but I do have those. They're supposed to do something like challenges and stuff, I believe.
Oh. So, like, are the phantoms you summon really powerful compared to the normal units? Is there like a okay?
But it like drains your resources, I believe.
Just to make sure you don't use them all the time, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the trade-off. Because Mr. Starcraft used the Ike. He said it was worth seeing the Ike, but maybe not so much, using all the resources for that.
Oh.
Because Ike's one of his favorite characters for, Fire Emblem.
He's not a bad character. We like Ike.
Especially when you play the Ike games.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Boyd.
Damn it, Bert.
It'll never ever go away. That character's death.
And you're just reminding me of what you're doing with the green hairs in that game.
Don't worry about it.
Dare.
That's your week, Justin.
Okay. Well, my week was relatively short. So I only really did 2 major things, and that was I finally defeated Persona 5. Let the post-Persona syndrome begin, because now I'm going into a dark depression, because the only thing really keeping me going through these past few weeks was going home and getting to play some Persona 5, and now I don't have that in my life anymore, and I'm like, there's an empty spot where that game used to be.
Well, give it a month.
I know
There will be a new game for you.
that I beat it, Bert or Scoots.
No, the fact you continued.
Oh yeah.
So what happened?
Oh yeah. Oh, did I talk about that on the podcast last time, or was that last week? I don't think
Last week.
Okay, yeah.
God, might as well talk about it.
we were playing games that night, and stupid me, I was like, well, I'm halfway through this through blank dungeon. I'll just stop right here and just like pause it or select the menu and then just kind of let it, sit over there for a bit while I play video games with my good friends Bert and Scoots. Next thing you know, just out of chance, I glance over at the corner of my eye and I see my system. When your PS4 starts going into like, oh, it's been a while. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep now. And you see the white light starts flashing and fading in and out as though it's like, it's time. And I was like, I had like this inhuman scream, and Bert was the first to hear it. He was like, what happened? I was like, don't worry about it. And the light went orange, and I was like, oh. Oh, apparently, we talked about this last week, but I want to bring it up here. Now, I'm dumb. This has been established on every podcast, all 31 of them, including this one, that I am really dumb and I do a lot of stupid things. Apparently, Bert, you can have your system go into sleep mode or idle mode, and then you can resume the game immediately after. You have to enable that in the settings.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So, it went to sleep. I got pissed off. I lost my dungeon. Progress. And that dungeon, oof. I'm not going to say anything because, spoilers. But, that dungeon. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do anything over again in that dungeon. But I did. I sucked it up. And I beat it. So, not going to say anything about story or anything or spoilers or whatever. But, there's not going to be an RPG quite like this for a while, and that's why I'm getting sad saying this right now, so it's fine.
A month from now.
Oh my god, you keep bringing it up, and every time I just want to grab the disc, the case, and I want to open your mouth wide, Bert, and just shove that Valkyria Revolution disc down your throat. Until you can't say, it's gonna be okay anymore.
Yeah, make sure you kick it in there.
It's gonna fill that void.
It'll fill something, but it won't be that one. Oh, that's gonna be a dark spot. Like, just going out of Persona 5 and going into that, wow. Oh, I'm gonna hit the rock bottom pretty hard this time, guys. It's gonna be brutal.
You can just play Yakuza 0 and beat it.
I could, yes. Thank you, Scoots, for the good suggestion, for once. Instead of, unlike the other guy who's like, Revolution shit.
I always give you good suggestions.
I told him to finish 5, but he never would.
Oh, you never said that? Never. Oh.
You know what?
So,
you play that Valkyria Revolution.
Oh, I will not.
So, final impressions?
Of Persona 5?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love that game.
RPG of the year?
Yeah, I'm already like in New Game Plus working on it again.
I need to go buy that DLC, change the music, make it
I
sound
might. Maybe not. It's still too expensive for my taste right now. I'm slowly but surely gonna work on New Game Plus.
That DLC is pretty much expensive.
It is. It is, but like
$5 for each costume.
And music. I mean, it's not bad if you really like it, but like I can't see myself spending that much money for
well, it's outfits for everyone though, yeah.
Yeah. It's just if I really wanted to, I could just mute it and then play Persona music over what I'm playing.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the outfits.
I know, but $5, man. Like that's a lot. I would love to support I bought the game twice, the collector's edition and the steelbook edition, so you can't say I didn't support it. So
is it much?
It's not, but
if you combine it all together, then it's much.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't just want one, I'd have to get 3 and 4. Was Devil Summoner one of the things on there?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, then Devil Summoner 2.
And Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Strange Journey?
No.
Alright.
Yeah, Persona 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to wait for that remake.
Arena.
Oh, yeah. Wait, was you said Catherine?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's, no, not gonna. Yeah, exactly. Edge. Not like this. But yeah, besides Persona 5, I also played ARMS. I did the test punch. I did it on stream. By the time you guys are listening to this on Monday, it would have been 3 or 4 days ago. I don't know how I feel about that game. Like, it's you know what? The best thing to describe this as, it's the Star Fox Zero of Nintendo.
Not sounding great.
Yes, it's like, it looks good, plays well. Like, I like what I'm playing. It's the controls that are fucking me up right now. Like, it's not... No, the controls are fine. It's movement. I cannot. It's tilting. You have to hold the Joy-Cons upright as though you were gripping them in your fists.
Using the Pro controller.
I thought you had to use the Joy-Cons.
You can use the Pro controller.
I don't think you can in the test punch. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because it literally said you had to upright your Joy-Cons when I turned it on. I could be wrong though. Remember, I'm dumb. We've established this. But
punch out all over again.
If you can't use the Pro controller, I could see how that would remedy some issues. I like the idea of throwing my fist forward to throw the punch. It's just, again, it's one of those high learning curve games, like Jin said in stream. It seems like one of those high learning curve games with the controls, because having to throw your fist forward and then tilt your hand to make the fists go left and right while you're simultaneously trying to tilt to move your character and dash and jump and stuff like that. It's kind of a mess to control. At least from the hour I played, I didn't really have time to adjust before I jumped online. That could have also been my fault too. Again, I'm dumb. But yeah, if I could move my character the way I wanted to, I could see this game being like, this could be really fun. I just could not wrap my arms around the movement and controls. That really was a big issue for me, because I wound up taking a shit ton of damage when I was like, I really want to move, but I'm seen to be locked onto the floor, desperately dashing left and right to get movement out of the way of these fucking fists flying at me. It's fun though. It's just, if I could get the controls down pat, I could see this being fun. But well, that's pretty much my impression of ARMS.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
What characters could you use for that?
Everyone but Twin Tail, Cobra Guy, Bite and Bark.
Oh, no big booty, man.
No booty, no dog, no Snake Man. And was there one more I'm forgetting?
You can play as Gumby.
Yeah, you can play. Woo! You can play as Gumby. You can play as mech girl, the girl in the giant mech. You can play as Mummy, Ninja, Ribbon Girl, Default Dan. Default Dan is just Spring Guy. I just call him that. And there's one more.
Min.
Oh, Min. Yeah, Min. Those are the ones you could play as. It was a lot of characters. I thought it was just going to be Spring Guy and Ribbon Girl. I was pleasantly surprised to see you could play a lot of the characters. The guy I really want to play as was the Cobra Guy, though. Cobra Guy looks fun. I like his style. But that's just me. Other than ARMS, that pretty much covers everything I did. It was
playing a lot of Mario Kart.
Yeah, I figured I would play it and get it all out of my system before I send it back. I think
it's a worthy update or final impressions on it.
If you have not played Mario Kart 8, get this fucking game. There's no reason not to. If you played Mario Kart on 8 on Wii like I did, and there's not really much there from that besides the battle mode. If you love battle mode, then it's worth the price of admission, I'd say. The battle mode is really fun. Wish there are more stages, but maybe there'll be DLC down the line, maybe. Other than that, it's the exact same damn game.
It's okay, I'll get you Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Woo! Yeah, what?
No, go on.
I was gonna say, it's fine. I don't know if I'd recommend it if you already had it on Wii U, unless you really like Mario Kart. If you really like the racing in it and everything, then yeah, get it again. But if you're like me and it's like,
Have you been playing that global stuff or the regional matchmaking stuff? Because apparently that was broken close to launch. You know if that's gotten any better?
If it has, I'm not sure, because I mean, I really the only times I really played the game was on stream. And offline, I only do like Grand Prix to like practice and unlock parts. So I don't really do the races online, so I would not know on that one. It does seem to have gotten more stable, but maybe that's just because I was playing with friends. So there's that. Paying for online is going to be a problem. Well, we'll get into that later. Hey, Scoots, did you have a week too?
I guess so. All right. My week, it's been quite interesting, actually. I started getting into Star Wars The Old Republic, an MMO. And for once, I actually wanted to try out something different. Because usually in Star Wars games, I like being the evil characters, the Sith. And like being, an evil badass. But now, for some weird reason, I wanted to be a Jedi. I wanted to be the goody-goody.
How's that going?
It's a bit harder than being evil and making everything just bend to your will.
Well, to be fair, like even if you're playing a Jedi, there are still like dark paths you can go.
Well, yeah. You can still be a dark Jedi and still...
Yeah, even if you're Sith, you can do light side.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't do that. I remember the Sith side. It's like, oh, you gotta torture these prisoners. Screw that, kill them.
That's not very nice.
Evil badass.
So how's that been going for you?
It's going great. Got a whole bunch of coworkers that want to play that game, so we've been playing it. Well, they're trying to get me a really nice lightsaber, the lightsaber crystal. They ended up giving me a sea green crystal, so it has like a weird looking green.
They have a lot of funky lightsabers in that game.
Yeah, they had like the black red, where it's like...
Yeah.
I like
the
that
center
one.
will be all black, and they have other colors around it.
Yeah.
Times they'll have like yellow in the middle and blue on the outside. It's real crazy stuff.
My favorite one's the fire orange, where it's like orange in the center. It's like a reddish orange in the center. Then it's like bright orange on the outer part of the lightsaber. It's pretty good.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
How is the color of your lightsaber determined? Is it based on your soul? Like, could I have a red lightsaber because I want one, or is it just it's what's given to you, or is that what your aura is? I don't know how Star Wars works.
It's the crystal, yeah.
It's the crystal, and you could put whatever you want in the saber.
Yeah, it's whatever color the crystal is.
Do the colors?
You can have a red saber if you want. It.
Do the colors equal power?
Different versions of it.
No, they don't equal power.
It's just a light.
And like the old canon, it was like red was evil, and like green and blue were light side stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Nowadays, it's kind of whatever you want.
I also like the violet color. That was pretty freaking sweet. They also have a gold color, but it's pretty much orange. And yeah, but doing that, I'm a Jedi Shadow.
Cool. That's what my first character ever was during launch.
And I have to ask you, Jedi Shadow is tank, right?
It can be tank or DPS.
Which version's the DPS?
I could not tell you. The one that can go stealth is the DPS. Actually, I think the tank can stealth too, so I have no idea.
Because there was Serenity, I guess that's the...
Oh, that sounds different than from when I played.
Yeah, I guess a lot of things changed.
Yeah, I haven't played a Shadow since the game launched, so...
How long ago was that?
Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know when that game launched. 2013-ish?
2000. Damn.
I could be wrong.
You know what, Bert? You should play that game again.
Still have all my characters and stuff. 2011.
Damn. I even made characters on the Harbinger server. Just for you.
Yeah, that's where my Cathar is.
Your cat race.
Imperial Asian, I think. 65 or something. That's the last time I played.
You have a jetpack?
I think I have one.
Because I remember you and Trevor played the crap out of that game.
Yeah. Now they have the new expansion. I'm not even sure what the level cap is anymore. Probably up in the 70s now.
All I know is I'm a subscriber, and I have a few things in the game.
Yeah, you get like that cartel store stuff.
Yeah. I really want the Revan outfit. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that they had all those outfits and those like loot boxes you can get.
You should see how much those actually go for. They're like insane.
Yeah, like the Revan stuff, like the last time I played, that stuff was new, so it was not as expensive. You know, like Phantasy Star Online 2, when we play that, like when the new outfits came out, they were always cheaper. They get more expensive the further out you go.
Unless you're a female character, that's automatically expensive.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Took forever for me to get my fucking wolf hoodie.
That's because you didn't get it whenever it was.
I sure did.
I got that.
Yeah. I got it eventually.
No, actually, I don't have the hoodie. I have the damn outfit.
Yeah, you have the coat, the jacket. Yeah. We should play that again. I want to see my hoodie and jacket again.
I have a wedding outfit in that game.
Did you get married? Is that is last week's podcast? Is last week's podcast canon?
What, me getting married?
Yeah.
Did you state that, or was that just in the document?
I think you stated it.
Oh.
I don't even know.
I don't recall.
Last podcast was a bit of a nightmare at the end. We all kind of lost track. We said things that were apparently canon. Suits got married,
We were all
I guess.
crazy, like always.
Bad things happened.
It's just, we didn't embrace our craziness, and we just wandered off.
We just... Everyone gave up halfway through.
But yeah, played Star Wars of the Old Republic. Gonna continue playing that. Also played some Fire Emblem, Echoes. Speaking of Fire, okay. Mr. StarCraft told me something interesting. Apparently, there's gonna be DLC for this game, right?
Every time I launch that game, it's like, hey, there's new DLC available. You want to go to the store?
That Fire Emblem card game that Japan has, right?
No.
No, there is a trading card game that Japan has. A Fire Emblem. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, there's characters in that trading card game that are going to be DLC for this game.
And they're like original characters only for the card game?
Pretty much.
Figures.
And then I remember Mr. StarCraft, he comes up to me, so he's like, so you won't play any card games, but would you play the Fire Emblem card game? And I'm all like...
Oh, you'll play a card game.
No, don't say that. You say Black Nyack? Because I will play the shit out of Black Nyack. I will play that. That is my jam.
Everyone loves Black Nyack.
You play some Black Nyack if you want to challenge me, brother.
Everyone here.
That's not really like versus. That's your.
That is.
You're against the.
It's the wrestler in me.
Cat rat thing.
Not. Nayu.
We battle Nayu.
Everyone hates Nayu, that little cat dancing on top of the hot light bulb.
Then we battle each other, and then we steal each other's money, basically.
Basically. Here's a fun fact for the listeners listening to this podcast. Did you know the first idea for this podcast was pitched during a game of Black Nyack?
It was.
It really was.
Originally, it was just going to be us playing Black Nyack.
Yeah, it really was.
It was.
Because that's how addicting Black Nyack was.
We would play Black Nyack for hours and just talk about games while Black Nyack goes on in the background. The video would have been a lot more interesting.
While now you're scumbagging us. We're just like calling each other bitch, whore.
Pretty much.
Bad languages all over the place.
It was obscene. We could not have put those Black Nyack videos up.
We couldn't do it because it was that bad.
It was so horrible.
Now you would steal our money, our property.
It was a bad scene. It's a good thing we decided on this format, eh, guys?
Got it. Next week, podcast during Black Nyack.
No, we can't. We cannot let that happen. We can't. I swear, it's okay. Oh, it's gonna be a big mistake. Oh,
it sure will.
If you guys
30-second podcast.
It's gonna be sexy.
30 seconds. That's what
yeah, no, don't do it. Look. If
In that little block, in that little tiny box on the upper
Yeah, exactly, in the little tiny-
black man in
It
there.
has to be full screen.
Oh,
if you listeners at home can see how bad of an idea this is that's upcoming, please let us know in the comments and beg us not to do it. If we get enough comments telling us not to do it, this next podcast won't be a complete disaster.
you're just gonna see a creepy robot in the picture, and then you're gonna see like a
All
horse
those-
head guy.
those messages.
Oh, yep. And the random
have to censor
Japanese
some of
people.
that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then you're just gonna see other people getting all hot and bothered by Blackneck.
Hey, we could.
Best idea ever.
This is not a good idea. Oh, I should not have mentioned the Blackneck podcast
Nope,
originations.
This is a great idea. I like it.
It all starts here, people. The fall of the Monday Night Wolfcast begins here
It's gonna end where it began.
at 52 minutes in podcast number 31. It goes downhill.
Yep.
I watched it happen.
Anyway, Fire Emblem Echoes. And we're going straight from Fire Emblem Echoes to something I've been doing for the longest time in the break room. Well, actually, it's been in my vehicles. I haven't been in the break room for the longest time. I've been playing some Tekken 6 PSP. Well, it's technically on my Vita.
A what?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's
a certain
that?
device. It's a certain device that plays games made by Sony.
Huh. What is... okay. I've never heard of it, but I'll let you indulge this.
It starts with a V.
Uh-huh.
With an A.
Huh.
Could it be?
A Visa card?
Surely it couldn't be the PlayStation Vita.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, you brought it back to relevancy again. Every time you talk about it, you're the only one in the world that's talked about it. The only one.
But yeah.
Sounds like you got Tekken fever.
I do. I need Tekken 7. It's this week.
Oh, it sure
End of
is.
this week. End of this week. I need it. Just for Bert to beat me at it.
I will ask. If we do, well, we might do a video on this. Maybe not. We'll see. But is Namco okay with that game being on YouTube? There are no copyright claims and stuff on it, right?
There's a crap ton of just tagging on YouTube right now.
I know, but I'm saying, do they strike you or shit? Do they Nintendo me, basically?
I don't think
They might for cutscenes.
If you're doing the story mode.
Yeah, okay.
If you're just doing just like
Fights.
battle lobby and stuff, yeah, I don't think they're gonna get on you about that.
All right. We all kind of want to play Tekken.
You know that's what we're gonna do. You know that's what we're gonna do.
I thought we were all gonna play story mode together. I am curious. We'll see.
I just want to see who dies. Well, no one dies. You know what? They all fall in the volcano.
Yeah, everyone. That's the end of the game. Everyone falls in the volcano.
All the Tekken characters fall in the volcano, including Akuma. Then he becomes Oni somehow. But yeah, Tekken 6, PSP/Vita, and the final thing I did within the last 2 weeks or whatever, built a PC for a friend.
Did you make a blood pact with it?
No. Although I did mention it to him. I was like, I don't want to cut myself. I don't want to make a blood pact with your computer. I want to put like all my blood in your computer. And then,
You've done it before.
Sure has.
Only in my gateway computer. It's still right here. I even told my friend he could use it to play Star Wars. Because my friend's brother wants to build a PC too. But he wants to be different. He wants to go the AMD route. This is where I was asking you questions about AMD, Bert.
Mm-hmm.
And we were both kind of like, what the How are we gonna do this?
The AMD is fine for the Ryzen stuff.
Yeah, but like, I heard Ryzen 7's not as good as Ryzen 5 when it comes to gaming.
Well, I mean, it's just more expensive compared to what you get.
Yeah, I figured that. And they told the guy who specializes in AMD stuff that I used to work with, he told him to get a Ryzen 5.
Yeah, there's just a ton of versions of each of those.
Problem is, he's trying too hard to figure out what motherboard and just trying to find the best value, but at the same time, like, the best parts.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you gotta do.
But he's been doing it for like a while now, and he's just... it's tearing him up, let's just say that, from the inside. Speaking of PC building, I'm also building updated version of Gigantor the Green Machine. By the way, canon name, not the other name that Brian always likes to call it.
Blood Pact?
No, the Green Bean Giant or whatever.
Hang on. I think for the listeners, we should give context to the Blood Pact joke we made.
He told it.
Did we really?
Blood Pact with it.
Yeah, but I mean,
what more is there to say?
I can repeat this again. I mean, I can tell it.
I
The
just
whole story.
give them the Reader's Digest version.
I was trying to like open up my case, trying to put something in my my case. Cut my finger, blood dripped all into my computer, all over the motherboard. Like I was making the blood pack with it.
He made a blood pack with that computer.
It was very, very antagonizing. Pain.
Ran better ever since.
Yeah,
It sure did.
That thing has ran like a beast.
We did
Problem
mention
If I give this computer to someone, the computer might just blow up.
They'll have your blood sample.
that's true.
It sure does. They could make so many scoots.
With that blood sample, they can make clones of Scoots.
And then everyone can have a scoot.
Oh, I want a world where everyone has a Scoots.
Now I need to clean that.
No, don't.
It's been how many years? It's gone. Just leave it.
It's still in there.
That blood is still there, still giving it power. Oh, that's one of my favorite. It's one of the many Scoot stories that I enjoy.
Off my blood, so yeah.
I prefer the Zune, but
The Zune story is amazing. You weren't here last podcast, but during the spoiler cast,
a lot of people are still like amazed I have the Zune. They're all like, "Why do you have that?" I'm all like,
that's what makes it so funny, because the last podcast during the spoiler cast, when we were doing the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 spoiler cast of Brian, I was losing my shit the entire time.
I know.
Scoots was retelling the Zune story to the point where Brian was like, he was like you were laughing so hard I couldn't stop laughing because of your laughter, and I was like, I could not help it. Every time I hear Scoots' Zune story, it literally makes my life the happiest. For those,
I could just give you a joke, something about 7, 8, 9.
That's another good one too.
Yeah, I know, because you always laugh at it.
I do.
It's not even funny. It makes you laugh.
It's a good one. It's a classic.
Stupid Dexter's Lab thing.
But other than the building of the PC, anything else you did?
Not really.
Oh. Well, boys, I think it's time we go ahead and move on to the gaming news. Did you guys know that Nintendo is selling empty Splatoon 2 Switch bundle boxes for $5?
they sure are.
Now, we've heard of the horror stories of people wanting to get the, well, let's just say whatever it is, if it was the PS4 when it first launched or the Wii when it first launched, how people would go on eBay and stuff like that and find, oh look, there's a Wii right here, and it's really cheap. And then they get it, and it's just the box. They didn't read the description fully. It is the Nintendo Wii in very, 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 very small font box. Nintendo's not officially doing that. So I believe the reason... go on.
Go ahead. No, if you know the reason, go ahead.
I think, didn't they state it's for collectors?
Yes.
People like me, essentially.
Yeah, because there's nothing special about the box itself. It's just like if you own those Wii remotes, like you get the colored ones, and then you get the box, and you technically have the collector's edition.
Pretty much.
So it's one way to prevent like scalping, also for that specific SKU of the game or the system.
Oh.
So like if you just get the controllers and the box, then you technically have the special edition.
As long as you also have Splatoon 2.
Well, whatever.
Yeah. Just shrug that part off. That's the whole reason they're doing it, for the Splatoon 2 Switch bundle.
Does it even come with the game on like some of those 3DS pack-ins?
No, no. Yeah, they really don't pack in their games, do they? Wait, I forget. Wait, the Wii U I got had Mario Kart 8 packed in.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, okay. They do on occasion, so.
It seems to be more their console.
Yeah, it's more of the 3DS that didn't do
Yeah.
that for a lot of things.
I mean, 3DS did have a few, but it wasn't in every single.
It's misleading as hell too, because I remember when I used to work at a certain game store, you just see the boxes look great. Like their 3DS boxes for like special, like the Fire Emblem one or the Monster Hunter one, or even the Zelda one. And it's like you look at that, you're like, oh, it's got the cool design. Of course the game's gonna come packed in because the freaking characters on it. Like it looks like it's like, get the 3DS to get this special edition one it's colored and designed like it. Also comes with the packing game. You got to read between those lines. The only games that come packed in are the 2DS ones. Ones that have Mario Kart 7 and Yokai Watch.
Didn't the new 3DSs also not come with power cables?
Yep.
Yep.
The new 3DS
So
XLs. Hey, no, Bert. It's not weird. It's to save us money. Us, the consumers, don't have to pay extra.
Or what if you never owned a 3DS?
Like me? Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about that. Nintendo knows best. You know what? You know what else is going big, going home?
What's that?
Sega. Did you hear? They have plans to revive, or rather, plans for a revival of all their major IPGs.
All of them?
Some of them.
Oh, you got my hopes up.
I'm sorry. And they're major IPs on its road to 2020.
What would you say are their major IPs?
Okay, Bert, get this. I don't know if you've heard of a certain franchise they own.
Uh-huh.
I hear good things about this Sonic character.
Spinball?
No! They're major IPs, and I'm going to go ahead and just list them off right now, and it's like 5. Sonic, Yakuza, Miku Hatsune, Football Manager, and up until recently, I'd say the Alien series.
But this is reviving major IPs.
Uh-huh.
Those are still going.
Uh-huh.
So what are they bringing back?
That's a good question, Bert, because no one's really sure what that means. Like, what
Does
are
it
their...
mean like the Shenmue HD collection? Is that what their revival of major IPs
Would you
is?
call that a major IP for them, considering they
Sure,
left it to
Sega
die for 10 years?
Sega would after the Kickstarter. Like, yeah, it's a major IP.
Yeah, they're like, oh, snap, that people actually care about that shit? No one ever told us.
Streets of Rage.
That's... See, we're thinking games that people actually like, and we would call those major IPs, but I'd say if Sega hasn't touched it or even mentioned it in the past 10 years, not counting cameos like Project Cross Zone and stuff like that, I would say it's not major. I'm hoping... last one was on Xbox.
Can they revive something that's still going
Past 10 years, though.
to make it better?
Are you talking about Valkyria Chronicles, Bert? Or are you talking about... Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Shining games.
No, that's way better than what they used to be.
Oh.
I showed you proof earlier today.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. Oh, that makes that... Oh, that...
You have proof in your chat box.
Must fight it. Fight it. Fight the rage. Bert, I'm gonna pretend you didn't say
his
that.
name Rage.
No! Show me your rage!
I can't.
That's what Atrocitus would say. Show me your rage!
Wipe my forehead. Is it getting hot in here? Or is it just me?
They embrace that.
I
You're a
can't.
Red Lantern. Embrace the rage.
Bert, you mother freaker! Why you always do this? Like,
What about Skies of Arcadia?
Okay, that's a.
I actually own that game.
I wouldn't say that's a major.
Or a sequel to Beast Rider.
Would you really, really want that? Golden Axe Beast Rider, would
There's-
you want a sequel to that?
There's not many
Wait.
things I want from Sega, so
Yeah, there is.
No,
Yeah? You want Sakura Wars? You'd like a new one.
No, I actually
yeah,
don't know.
but are they going to? No,
That's a major IP. That's a super major
They released
IP.
that
And
phone game just recently. for
don't
Sakura
we don't
Wars.
talk about that. It's fine. That's a
that's-
revival on console, sure. You'd be down to clown for new Virtual On.
I mean, we got ARMS.
What about a new Virtua Fighter? Mm-hmm.
Like, so no one can play it.
Sure. I'm talking about games you'd be willing to play. There's a
yeah.
bunch.
But this is the stuff that would put Sega out of business.
Of course, but this isn't about being put out of business. This is about them reviving these IPs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At any cost necessary.
Oh, wasn't there that tease about Seaman coming back?
Yep. And wouldn't you, I would not say that's a major IP,
I
but
know.
oh, that's obscure as it
there-
gets.
There was that, like, I don't know. There's something going around that it was coming back.
Yeah, the last one was a sequel on PS2 for some reason. We never got it. And it had humans in it for some reason. It was really weird. Weirder than the first one, which is saying a
I
lot.
was gonna say,
Yeah, it's a strange ass game. But I mean, at first I shrugged this off to just Sega being Sega. Me being the longtime Sega fan, as everyone knows, I've heard this shit so many times. Every year we're bringing back our IPs. We're bringing back our IPs. And it's like our lineup: Sonic, one Japanese game that you may or may not get, and some shitty in-house third-party, like we shoveled it off to some third-rate studio in the States to make game.
do they own the rights to Togi?
Yeah, Ness? I'd say they do. It's probably the same situation with Platinum, where it's like they own Bayonetta and Mad World, but they probably aren't going to ever touch that IP as long as Platinum isn't working on it.
So I'd go for another Togi.
I would so be down for another Otogi. Otogi 3 with the next gen graphics and everything.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Like that game was beautiful when it was on Xbox. Can't play it now though. It's not aged though. Well, it's aged alright. There's still some neat effects in there.
Yeah, Scoot still needs to play more than he is.
Otogi 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
look visually pleasing on my damn HD TV. So
You need to play it on a CRT where it belongs.
it's
Get
smeared all over the place.
VGA or something. I don't know.
Something.
Well, whatever the Xbox original can output as.
What I was playing did not do it justice. It looked really bad.
Well,
I
of
could
course
tell-
not.
I could not tell where things were.
Oh, just you wait till you get to some of those later levels. Whew. Toe Jam and Earl is... they're just... Here's the thing. They're a little too late because there's been a lot of indie people. Not indie people, but a lot of the old school Sega people from the Genesis era. Like the Echo the Dolphin creator came back a few years ago and he was like, I'd like to work on a new Echo game, Sega. And Sega was like, nah. The Toe Jam and Earl guys were like, we want to make a new Toe Jam and Earl game. Sega was like, nah. Shenmue guy was like, I want to make a new Shenmue. Nah. So...
No, they're right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Bert, they sure were. But basically, it's like all the people that could have made this resurgence, like, could you imagine if they... No, just saying, like,
They're not gonna do Knights, are they?
Ooh, no. Yuji Naka's not even a part of that, and Yuji Naka's the only guy that could theoretically do it.
No, anyone could do it better, so it's fine.
Yuji Naka would throw a hissy fit if anybody touched his baby. Yeah. After all, we got Rhodia the Sky Soldier, which is the new Knights game. Remember?
Yeah. Just like the original.
Oh, yeah.
In every way.
I hate you so much. You know that?
What? Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, all that being said, Sega they seem to be serious about it, and it seems to be being led by the Yakuza director, he's actually taken quite the role for Sega as of late.
Didn't he come out during the Switch thing and say, "Yeah, we're doing stuff"?
Yep, pretty much. His whole thing was...
I just remember that. Yeah, we're doing stuff, and he walks out.
Yeah, he's like, we're making video games, bye. So, hey, they're working on stuff, so I'll take the word for it this time. Don't you disappoint me, Sega. Don't you do it. They also have a new Sega logo going forward. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an eyeball, and you hear... That's the sound it makes. It's
you're not wrong.
And
pretty spot on.
It's the most accurate sound I've ever done. If you compare it to that Persona 5 song, which I was totally right on.
So dumb.
Bert, okay, hang on. I'm gonna go off the news story real quick. Was I or was I not on point with my rendition of that Persona 5 song?
I would say you're about 90% there.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. I don't care if you like the song or not. I just wanted to know if I was on point, because I know I was on point. There we go. That's all I wanted. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, go back to podcast number, I think it was 30 or 20, no, 29. I briefly talk about a song in Persona 5, and I try to get them to identify what the song was, and I do the little music notes, the doot, 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 and they could not figure out what the song was, and I was like, it sounds just like the song in the game. And I found what it was today, and I linked it to them, and they're like, "Oh, I was right." But back on the news story here. Yeah, they're getting rid of the weird Sega logo for this new eyeball one. So, all right, cool, I guess. Good luck with that, Sega. Don't let me down. But you know what else?
Give me all the Phantasy Star.
Oh.
I don't even care if it's online. I just want regular Phantasy Star.
Question, Scoots. Would you be okay with an RPG Phantasy Star? Not online. Okay.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Oh, you meant actual Phantasy Star.
My clothes are already off.
Oh. I mean, you're not wrong. I too am getting disrobed. I'm disrobing right now as we talk about Phantasy Star.
Oh?
Yeah.
Still.
So you're going to play the original for me?
I knew you were going to bring it up, and I've already 2 steps ahead of you. I will not touch it. No, but if they made a Phantasy Star 5, and it's good, I'd be down to clown.
No, you play it anyway. There's no if it's good.
You're right. You're not
Just
wrong.
like Valkyria Revolution. You
Why do you guys do this to me? Next story. Oh, nice one, Bert. You tried to play the trick on Yanni, but it is Yanni who will be playing the tricks tonight. Everyone gets hype as Platinum teases Formless new IP.
Speaking of that, I need to get Vanquished because that just came out.
Careful.
That's a news. No, Bert. That's a story for another.
That's not on the list. So we're talking about it now.
I thought you added that to the docket.
No, it's
I guess you didn't. Okay, well, Bert, why don't you go ahead and shit on Platinum like you always want to?
All I was gonna say is careful, because if you play with the frame rate higher, you take double damage.
Oh, that thing.
Super hard, but let's go.
Yeah, so until they fix that, you're gonna be taking extra damage if you play it at anything higher than 30.
Scoots has the right idea. He's gonna treat it as a hard mode.
Hard mode, Bert.
That's the spirit.
You want that high frame rate, you gotta play hard mode.
Exactly.
But the news story here, Formless new IP. Formless is the key word here. What could it mean? I just thought of something, guys. Hear me out. I got this crazy idea. What if this new Formless IP is them saving Dragonborn? Scalebound.
You know, Microsoft just renewed that.
Yeah, I was gonna
trademark.
say that.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, they renewed that.
Hang on. I gotta get the mic to pick this up. Hang on. Really? That hurt. Ouch.
It's their IP, so they gotta keep the trademark up. So maybe
What
IP? Eventually.
Okay, hang on. Let me calm down. What IP?
It's to prevent this, like Platinum, from using the name and all the assets.
They canceled it. They don't care.
They still own it.
Own what? There's nothing. There's nothing. That's a proof of concept at best.
Yeah. They own the proof of concept.
This is gonna be the podcast where I have an aneurysm. I can tell.
It's for the best. That game looked like garbage.
Shut up!
Damn.
It looked fine.
No, it didn't. Go
I didn't
watch
like
those,
I didn't like
watch those trailers and the gameplay stuff again, and you'll see.
Okay,
I didn't like the protagonist.
Why don't you like it? Why don't you like it, Bert?
He doesn't like Pan's Dragon.
We'll start with that.
It looks super boring. Like it's super basic.
Yeah. So is Drakengard and Panzer Dragoon, huh?
Yeah, I'm not saying those games are good. I've never once said Drakengard was good. I said I like it, but it's not good.
As long as you acknowledge that, I'm A-okay. Keep going.
No, that's it. That game looked like trash. It should burn in the fire.
Oh, I think the initial pitch. I think the initial pitch of Scalebound was fine. Yeah,
the game looked like. Yeah,
that wasn't Platinum's fault. It was Microsoft's fault. They were like,
I never said whose fault it was.
Oh no, you were using it as an advantage to shit on Platinum like you always do. You always do this. You always like, oh, it's Platinum. Platinum.
I'm just cautious. They make bad games. That's it.
Hey, Justin.
No, it's too late. Shirt's hang on.
Rage.
I'm trying to. I was gonna say if I can get my shirt ripping on the mic, that won't end well. Oh my goodness, Bert.
I need you to put a picture of Atrocitus. That just makes me. That's what the podcast is.
When's Tekken 7 coming out?
The first.
June 1st on PC, June 2nd on consoles.
All right, we're playing that game. It's the closest I'm gonna get to hitting him.
Which version are you guys playing? The PC?
That's a good question, Bert. What are you playing this on?
The Wii U.
Bert, you don't have. It's not on Wii U.
You play it.
What do you mean it's not on the Wii U? It's what I got.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And he won't part with the Wii U.
I mean, I'm renting it for PS4.
My Wii U.
Just give up your damn Wii U. You're not even playing anything on it anyway.
There's people that will buy the Wii U off of you.
It's my desk collector.
You're gonna play Smash with us then?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
Smash.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Know what we're doing after the podcast. Great.
Like 10 years from now, I will.
No, it's too late. You already heard it here, folks. Smash Brothers.
We'll even get.
I never said when.
Mm-hmm.
We'll even get Ninja Brian up in here.
We can do that.
Why is he a ninja?
That's
the question for another time.
Now his canon name. I don't want to hear that shit from him.
It's based off of the real Ninja Brian, who's another person.
That?
It's a YouTuber, famous YouTuber from he's a famous YouTuber in a music band.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry I asked.
Ninja Sex Party.
What?
Don't worry about it. You're one of those people. Bert is a stick in the mud. He doesn't understand fun. He hears anything stupid. He's like, oh, that's stupid.
I just confused.
I could tell by your reaction. You were like, that sounds dumb. I'll never listen to that shit. You could hear it in his head.
I mean, if I haven't heard it now, obviously I wasn't in that circle.
Yep, and you never will be. Just like how
you love Game Grumps, right?
Continue on.
Yep. Yeah. See. Yep. Windjammers is going to get a closed beta on June 8th for PS4. Sign up now!
I'm already signing up.
I've already signed up.
Me too.
Soon we will all be gay button. That's what a character says in the game. Don't worry about it. Windjammers.
I don't care.
Windjammers is an arcade top-down game. It's basically what's the best way to describe it? Pong is not doing it justice. It's like extreme frisbee disc game, and it sounds so much. It plays and looks and feels and everything is so much better than describing it. You have to play it or at least watch it to understand Just try to score goals in the other guy's
I know you
goal.
two get heated. You two get like incredibly heated when you play this damn game.
We get heated all the time, but it gets worse when we play Windjammers. Windjammers is amazing.
No, there's a rule in Windjammers where we can't do that.
That is true. We have an unspoken rule, which is always spoken in Windjammers.
It's always spoken.
It's very much spoken. It's what was the rule, Bert?
We can't speak about
it. Then it's unspoken.
It's an unspoken rule.
It's an spoken rule. We really love Windjammers, and you should too. Sign up for it. It's the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. I can never not do that every time I say those words. You should sign up for the beta. It'll be fun. Hopefully, what's the guys behind the port again? Is .mu? Was it?
I believe so.
Hopefully they do it. I mean, how can you fuck this up? How?
Wasn't it the people who did Dragon's Trap, or is that someone else?
Oh, yeah, Dragon's Trap is .mu. It might have been someone else, Bert, that's doing this Windjammers port. I don't remember. Let me just click on this and see if the logo is actually there.
Yeah, you have the story right there.
I have the story right here, and I didn't even click it. It does not say. Unless I click
it says developer.mu right there.
I don't know what you're talking about. To the official website, I say.
The very bottom of the page.
.mu. Look at that. Wow. The Dragon Trap people. I'm down. Cool. All right. Here's the next news story, and it's the one everybody wants us to talk about. It's the one everybody will be talking about.
Except for Bert.
Exactly.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah. All right, so let's just get this out the way.
We were all wrong.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, Bert, you actually you can be right.
Oh,
you can be right.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can now be right. You predicted. We all had predictions for who that third OC or who that third character in Sonic Forces was gonna be.
Do you want me to monologue this? I could just do this really well right now.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Hey Bert.
Hmm?
What did you want in Sonic Forces? Was it something about Sonic Sun or something like that?
Of course.
Well, with this third character, you too can make your original character. And what the fuck, Bert?
What? That's anything.
But yes,
let that be put on the record.
You can make your OC, your original character.
You can now make Sonic Sun canon.
Yeah,
you can.
So now everyone listening, you and you and you and you and me, we can all make our FC, OC, ICs, CCs now canon. Thanks
do you
to
give up the rights if you do that? If you put it in the game?
I'm sure they have a disclaimer that pops up like warning.
Like they own the character now?
Yeah, we now own whatever you put in this game. It will be sent to a server, and we can use that character forever.
Please don't steal.
So OC can steal?
Do not steal. That should just be the disclaimer when you like turn the game on for the first time. It's just like the text appears on screen. Do not steal. Agree, disagree. Oh, you must agree to do not steal in order to play the game. Oh my god. So, yeah, you can now make a customized character in Sonic Forces. This is a splitting decision in which... Okay.
I know
and
you're conflicted.
I am very conflicted. Coming from me, you know me, I'm a Sonic fan, of course. Every Sonic fan, well, maybe not everyone. The hardcore ones, everyone had an OCFC at some point. Even myself did. So, but here's the thing. I knew when to stop. I'm too old for that shit now. But here's the thing. Guess what? You can make Bert. You can make a variety of creatures. Did you know that?
I did. I saw something about a cat.
Yeah, you... Okay, so the different species you can make in this is... I'm not stalling for time. There we go. You have 7 species to make. You have a wolf. Yay. You get
Boring.
Shut up. There's never been a wolf. I want a wolf. I'm making a wolf. You have rabbit.
Yeah.
Has there been a rabbit before?
Cream the rabbit.
Yes.
Okay.
Go on.
There's been a cat.
Yep, several.
Yeah, and they're all purple. Maybe they're related.
As they should be.
I don't know how you don't like this series. You got Big and Blazebert. You also can make a dog.
Has there ever been a dog?
Not in the game canon.
Wasn't it like Sega's mascots, like their old drafts?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't one of them a dog?
No, they were always hedgehogs. Needle Mouse was the original pitch, so it was always a hedgehog. Unless you're talking about the old one with like Madonna in it.
I don't know. I heard something about like there's a dog for Sega's mascot at the very beginning, but they showed Sonic.
No, they did. No, you might be thinking of Dr. Essen something. Is a rabbit with a monocle.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Something I heard.
That was one of the first ones, but no, I don't recall there being a dog. I could be wrong though, which would be weird because I know my Sega shit, but I don't recall a dog. You can also make a bear.
Has there ever been a bear?
Bark, the polar bear.
Can
My
you make it
favorite.
like Arthur?
What?
That's what I was saying. I was like, what?
Goose's little drawing was supposed to be a bear, remember?
No, Arthur's like a...
I know,
Arthur.
but it turned into
Oh.
freaking Arthur.
You're right. It's totally the avatar on the picture right now that you guys are looking at. Yeah.
That's Arthur.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess you could.
Put the Chumba picture in there.
I might do that. Scoots, might you make a bear with glasses? And I say, hey.
Wasn't that going to be his wrestling thing?
Was it? What am I?
No assholes.
I completely forgot about that till you mentioned that. That's the best. I'm so sorry, Scoots. Oh, okay. This story has turned into a complete disaster. You can also make a bird. And yes,
Like Jet?
yes, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say you better remember Jet. And of course, you can make a hedgehog.
Sonic's son.
Sonic's son. Yes, you can make
you
Sonic's
not make
son.
Whatever Tails is?
Fox?
Yeah.
Whatever. A fox bird?
Well, he has 2 tails, so I don't know.
Kitsune or whatever you call him. A mutant Kitsune.
So it's going to take after Sonic, though.
Yeah. The Sonic's son
Sonic's
will...
the dominant gene.
Yeah, he's the Sonic is the dominant gene, of course. So guess what? Now we'll have, Sonic Chew Cannon, Steel Edge the Hedgehog.
Wait, what is the Sonic Chew?
Prego the Morph Hog.
Wait, what?
Vor.
I don't want to know, actually.
Yeah, don't ask questions if you don't want to know the answers, because we go deep. We go very deep. And Sonic Chew? Oh, I could tell you a story or two about Sonic Chew, but I won't.
I'd rather talk about Seaman.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would. That's the next news story, but don't jump the gun just yet. I wanted to address something very briefly, if I may. Would you guys mind? Hang on.
It's your podcast.
And let me just... It's not my podcast, it's everyone's podcast. I'm just going to go ahead and put the spotlight on and just play some charming music here. And I want to address something. I know it's second nature. It's kind of a second nature response for everyone who is not a part of the Sonic community to instantly shit on this idea, for them to think that, oh, this is just gonna, spawn the worst things possible. But I'd like to address something. I'd like to bring something up. This worked for another franchise, a much bigger franchise, but anybody ever heard of a game called Xenoverse? Now, why didn't that game get the shit this one's getting? No,
This has a history.
listen. Listen, we don't know.
Completely different.
We don't know the deep dark histories and the deep dark depths of the DBZ fanfics stuff. There could be some really fucked up shit in there. No one's just ever cared to explore it. I think it's just because of the anthropomorphic aspect.
Well, of course, that's part of it.
Yeah.
But also, Sonic has a history of this OC stuff.
I know, but it's not like people haven't created their OCs in Dragon Ball before. Why don't they get laughed at?
Bad.
Yeah. Why don't they ever get the shit kicked out of them? I'm not saying this. Look, I'm not saying the Sonic community is clean. I'm a part of it, all right? I know. I've seen firsthand. I'm in there, okay? I know what's in there. They are not completely innocent. But how come Xenoverse didn't get its shit kicked in when they announced the custom character thing?
Well, most games that you play, you can make humanoid characters, yeah?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
That's like Skyrim, you can do that. Anything
Right.
RPG usually.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing it is part of the anamorphic part.
It's got that.
How many games can you think of that lets you create a character like that?
Second Life?
You really went with something.
I mean,
Hey, it's the only one.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's just I do.
I mean, if you're comparing this to Second Life, then there's your problem right there.
I got a better one for you. PlayStation Home.
Those are humans.
Those are humans. I'm just
You can
talking.
do some weird things.
I really think, and I'm not I'm not saying the Sonic fan community doesn't, we don't take the shit too far. There are a lot of people in the community that take the shit too far. That's every fandom though. But like, if this had been Billy Hatcher Forces, no one would have gave two shits if you could customize your own fucking kid.
Well, yeah, it's just a history.
I think it's just like I really wish it wasn't like this. I get it. It's fun. It's fun to poke jokes at. I know it's funny. I get it. I'm not looking forward to when this game comes out because even if it's good, I have a feeling it's just everyone's just gonna. Look at me. I'm making shit character. I'm autism and shit. And it's just like, oh god.
I mean, people did that with what's it called? Like 06, they did it with Boom.
Yeah, I know. It's
going to be a standard.
No. I mean, I think this is going to be a one-time deal. It's really more or less. I just really wish I just wish it wasn't like this. Like, I don't mind jokes. It's just I don't look forward to when this game comes out. The reviews are going to be extra harsh on this just for that reason alone. And I really think it's a really good idea. Because I think there are a lot of kids out there who don't do the extreme shit that you see that really just wanted to put their own character spin in there. It's like Xenoverse for Dragon Ball Z,
How's the community itself been taking it? Like,
a lot of them are down with it. It's just like a lot of people who aren't in the community, they also fear for the extreme people that take it too far and make the rest of us look bad. So, we get it. We get it
for like a week.
Yeah.
And then if it's a good game, you guys will continue playing and having fun.
Yeah, I guess. I can't wait to IGN just 2 out of 10. Too much water OCs. Speaking of water, we're gonna jump out of the anthropomorphic side of customer creation, character creation.
It does have a human face.
Yeah, it does. And we're gonna talk about Seaman. If you guys don't mind talking about some Seaman here.
Hey, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So how's your little Seaman going?
My Seamen are dead.
It's dead, isn't it?
They're dead.
Oh no, are you sterile?
No, we're not talking about that Seaman. We're talking about Seaman on the Dreamcast. If you don't know what that game is, it was basically I don't even know how to describe it. It's a pet simulator.
Yeah, Tamagotchi type thing.
It's a Tamagotchi. Yeah, but you talk to it, and it's actually quite intelligent.
It's like, hey, you Pikachu.
Yeah, but I'm surprised at how accurate some of the responses are. I mean, it's not perfect, but like for a game created in that era, 1999, 2000-ish, it's pretty amazing what you can talk about with that character. It is a freaky game. You raise these tiny sperm things that impregnate a seashell monster thing underwater. That thing dies, explodes in a bloody mist. Out come little seamen. And these seamen are basically fish with human heads and a weird antenna sticking out of its head. The best way to experience this game is just to look it up on YouTube. It is...
really weird.
Yeah. I own it. And it goes based on like actual date and stuff like that. Like every day you have to go in, turn your aquarium heater on so the temperature's fine, feed your seamen, talk to them, they grow, get uglier and uglier, and ruder, and eventually they die. That's the whole game. If I were to turn my game on now, it would be like, unfortunately, it's like some British guy. Unfortunately, your seamen have passed away. We will create new seamen for you. It's a odd fucking game.
Is it Bane?
Seaman! you merely... You merely adopted the seamen. I was born by them, molded by them. They're hinting. The creator Yoot Saito is hinting at seamen making a return. My question is, who asked for this? I'm gonna be honest.
Revival of Matriarchs.
I wouldn't. Oh, that's a. You know, with the Kinect, is the Kinect still a thing?
Yes.
No.
I mean, it exists, but they don't really do anything with it.
Okay, well.
That thing is super dead. Don't worry about
it. Alright. I don't know what platform they could put this thing on.
I was gonna say,
we can get some VR Seaman.
It still exists. Oh! You can still use it on Xbox One.
Yeah, it's true. I guess you could. VR Seaman would be the most horrific experience you could experience. I can tell you that right now for free. You would not want that. Okay, cool, I guess.
Mobile game?
No, well... who'd want that thing on the go? I guess the Switch port is out, huh? Jeez. Ugh. Oh, that thing just makes me uncomfortable every time I think about it. It's really just the most, like... It's... Like, I've never felt, like, sick to my stomach playing a game besides Devil May Cry 2. But that's one of those games that's like, if I play it for long enough, I'm like, I don't really feel that well. Time to turn it off. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next news story. There's not much else to say on that. If you like Seaman, then, you may be in luck. There might be a revival. Yeah, alright. Good for you. We're gonna talk about something else. We're talking about Legos here. The kind of bricks you lay out on the ground when you step on them. You know, that thing.
I mean, I got Mega Blocks here. Halo
you do?
Mega Blocks.
Wait, are No, those aren't Legos. Wait. Duplo were the Legos, right? The big kid-friendly version were the Duplos? That wasn't the Lego brand. Whatever. We're talking about Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, which is coming out 5 days before my birthday on November 14th. No X-Men or Fantastic Four characters are shown, though. Oh, except for Kang. That's a Fantastic Four villain. Did any of you guys see the trailer?
Of course I haven't seen it. Come on now.
Uh-huh. You'd watch Injustice, though.
Yeah.
Big freak. But yeah. It's basically what you think it is. It's going to have all the Marvel heroes, except for the X-Men and maybe Fantastic Four. We don't know. We didn't see them. They've even got Spider-Man 2099 in there for some reason. And Miss Marvel. In fact, if that game is anything to go by, the roster for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite might be interesting. Because I think I saw Venom in there.
Well, they had those like comics that were...
Oh, right, leaked.
Released.
I wanted to add that as a news story now that I think about it, but we can briefly talk about it right now. Yeah, there was a leaked comics for what may possibly be characters showing up in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, either in story mode or playable. I'd imagine they'd be playable if they're doing a comic for it. But Venom was one of them. Freak. Let me pull it. Let's see if I can find that news story. I'm not gonna be able to find it. I've never been able to find it. Yeah, well. The one I took out of it the most was Venom. And I'm down to clown with Venom. I love me some Venom. I can't find it. I tried. Sorry, everyone. Oh, wait, I found it. Okay. So it looks like they are saying... Oh, never mind. This is the Fantastic Four X-Men thing that they've covered millions of times before. I lied. But point being, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 is a thing. If you guys like your Lego any game, Lego Batman, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, whatever have you, if you like Marvel and you like Legos, go ahead and give this one a buy. This looks like it's going to be the same, or more or less. Have you guys ever played any of the Lego games before? Because I'm actually curious now. No?
I did Lego
I've
Star
seen
Wars.
a lot of them, but I haven't played them.
I've played Lego Star Wars. I found that fun.
Like, are those online at all?
Yes, actually, yeah.
I know they have like interesting split screen modes.
They do.
They have online.
Hmm.
The newer ones do.
Maybe we could play some Marvel Superheroes too, you and me. Scoots? What do you think?
Do you like beat 'em up games? Because
You know I do.
That's what it is.
And the best part is I could talk to you about all the Marvel stuff as it happens. It'll be really fun.
No, and then we can't have Bert because Bert will be like...
Because he'll be like, oh, DC.
DC as he says himself. And then when he's playing DC, Marvel.
Yeah, oh, I hate Marvel. Love DC though.
And then, no, better yet. Then we show Marvel and DC together. He's like, Tatsunoko.
Hey, actually, they did combine Marvel and DC for a point way back in the day. Those
Algam Comics.
Yeah, that's what it was. Algam Comics. That was weird. You know what else is weird? This next news story. Mario Rabbids crossover RPG for Switch was leaked.
Reaction to this.
Who asked for this? That's my reaction.
Obviously, the Rabid fans.
The Rabid fans. Honestly, though, way to strike while the iron's hot, Nintendo or Ubisoft, whoever. When was the last Rabbids game? Wii?
Yeah.
That's probably sooner than that.
Yeah. They had that stupid Nickelodeon show or whatever on Kinect or whatever for Xbox One or whatever. Remember? They're like, now your kids can scream along with the Rabbids.
Rabbids Crazy Rush was 2017.
Oh.
Rabbids Heroes.
The Rabbids were...
The last console one was Invasion Interactive TV show.
That's the one.
2014.
Yup. Here's the thing. These things are the bane of my existence. They are the minions of the video game world.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I've never liked them.
That's alright, you don't like Mario either.
That's true. So this game is obviously not for me. So, there you go. Scoots, will you be playing this Mario Rabbids crossover RPG when it comes out for Switch?
Maybe. More details need to show up to see what it actually looks like.
Well, I'll tell you some details.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, I could tell you right here, just a couple of details.
We'll see a video.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and tell me the details, anyways.
They've got 4 worlds that are twisted versions of Mario World, and its combat will be mainly weapon-based. Mario and his friends will be wielding guns that appear to shoot lasers.
Wait, you're looking at the images, right?
I see them.
Click on the second image and look under Peach.
Okay.
The language they use.
Language? I'm not seeing what you're talking about. Are we on the same article?
Yeah, the one you have linked.
Uh-huh. Which picture? The one with them all doing the pose?
No, there's the pink, the rabbit that's dressed up as Peach.
Oh, I see what you mean, huh?
They're calling Peach a self-defense kick-ass.
You think kick-ass is a swear? I don't think Nintendo's ever used ass in their game. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Huh. Interesting, actually.
So cliche.
Really? All right. Well, that is
kind of shows the tone they're going.
I guess. So, huh. I don't know. It's just to me it seems weird. Why didn't they do this during when they were big? Like Rabbids were big on the Wii. Like I thought they put these things back in the basement once Rayman became popular again with his Rayman what's it called games, Legends games.
Obviously, Rayman, Origins, and
Legends
wasn't popular enough, so they went back to Rabbids.
God damn it! Thought we've seen the last of those things.
Which
Here they are again.
Is a damn shame because the Rayman games, Origins and Legends were actually pretty good.
Those were really good, yeah.
Yeah, they were well done.
It's really good. I think those are like one of the best feeling like platformers that I played on PS3. I really liked that game.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. So that's a shame. I mean, they're probably still making more Rayman games. It's just I'd hope that Rayman being popular again killed the Rabbids again. So whatever, that's fine.
I was surprised myself seeing that. I was like, "Whoa, they're back!"
And they're derpier than ever. Kids will love them. Exactly.
That's all I know.
Game Freak is recruiting staff for a 3DS RPG game. I wonder what it could be.
Not Pokemon.
Of course not. That's the Pokemon company. Game Freak would never do that.
Looks like no Switch version.
Mm-hmm. Keeps happening. Keeps happening. So what is this one going to be called? Pokemon Eclipse? I like that name a lot, actually. I'm not going to lie. I would actually really like it if it's called Pokemon Eclipse.
I was going to say, it could be a whole new game.
Maybe. Maybe. But aren't they long overdue for that game with the in-between? Like the Pokemon Red, Blue, and then Yellow, and then Gold, Silver, and then Diamond, was it?
I mean, the game came out last year, yeah.
There's plenty of time. I mean, they're only working on it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's time for Eclipse. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect time for an Eclipse, is all I'm saying. Give me another Rockruff form. I love Rockruff. Anybody else want to weigh in on this 3DS RPG situation?
Nope.
I'm good.
All right. Now for the story of the podcast. We've been asking for it ever since, I'd say from probably the first podcast. No. Since the Switch got announced. And that is Monster Hunter XX Switch version was announced for Japan. And to double down, it has save transfers and crossplay with 3DS. Now begins the wait for the localization.
Oh, you're waiting, all right.
Ever since it broke, I've been waiting. Waiting.
Now you're doing the Rufus Shinra parade thing where that music is like really upbeat.
What was that song again?
Oh
God, I hated that song.
You hear it throughout the whole thing. And
for like 5 hours, yep.
And then Final Fantasy IX had that.
Did it really? That same theme?
Yeah.
Really? Where?
It's an Easter egg. It's in the very beginning of the game where you crash into the forest.
Uh-huh.
It's one of the cutscenes. One of those weird the ETA scenes.
Oh.
a band starts playing the music.
Huh. Okay. Didn't know that. But yeah, Bert, I gotta ask you here. Since you are doubling down on the Switch version's gonna suck, how would you like to play crossplay with me and Scoots while we play on the Switch and you have your little crampy hands, your little neck gets hurt as you try to talk on the mic because you're playing on the 3DS crossplay with us? How's that sound?
I just won't play it. That's how it sounds.
Uh-huh. You're like, I prefer it if it was on the 3DS. Don't think I don't remember that shit.
What?
You said that last time.
You took the wrong context from that.
Oh, did I really? What context could I prefer it on the 3DS
I only said
anyway?
that is because it has free online. That's what we were talking about.
I don't think that's.
So what does this mean for this version? Does this mean that this is going to be free? Because the 3DS,
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, the 3DS version will be free, I'd imagine.
Yeah, the 3DS version will.
I mean, if Nintendo makes their service worth paying for, they give me some cloud saves, some sweet eShop down. Give me free Bubble Bopple for paying Bubble Bopple. That's all it would take for me. I love that game, even though they don't own it. Taito owns it, but whatever.
Do they even exist?
Taito? Good question. I don't think they've even made. I'm
Pretty sure we can just play that on Fight Kid anyway. I know
true.
that's the
Bubble
puzzle one
Bobble?
where you shoot.
Yeah,
That's
Bust a
the other
Move.
one.
That's different.
That's the one I like.
I like Bust a Move and Bubble Bobble. Bubble Bobble is a classic. All I'm saying is, they do.
They're part of Square Enix.
Ah!
They're part of the Cooking Mama series too.
I guess that means we're never seeing Bubble Bobble again. Or Bust a Move. If they do, Square Enix won't give them money to make a proper one. They'll have like 10 frames a second. But I digress. Monster Hunter Double X Switch version announced for Japan. I gotta state that every time. Everyone who's been wanting Monster Hunter on the go and at home, get hype. I know I am. I
do wish that it was like a Switch version of the game, and not just a 3DS port.
Yeah, well, it is called a Switch version.
Well, I know it's just gonna be like raised resolution,
an upscale point, upscale port.
You mean like the one game that Justin will never play?
Yep.
Yes, just like
We have.
Monster Hunter
I'd
3
like them
Try or
to-
whatever.
You
yeah, I'd
mean
like them to have new
Ultimate?
assets and all that kind of stuff.
That's not gonna happen.
I know how much.
And
you
they've
hate
been
Square
using
Enix.
these since like forever.
I'm actually curious because I think there was a new trailer in that same story in the article here. No, wait, no, it was. I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me go ahead and because they just released. Oh wait, actually, breaking news. They just released. It's gonna be coming out August 25th. It's support. Oh wait, I added that part separately. oh me. Here, let me just add this so you guys can look at that real quick. Because that's very important. There's a trailer here. I can't look at it while we're podcasting. Maybe you guys can look at it for me. Like it, I don't know if it's a higher resolution or anything, but there's a trailer here that shows actual gameplay. Okay, so what does it look like?
Imagine the 3DS version.
Uh-huh.
Not all like
compressed.
Yes. Imagine it being smooth and not all blocky.
Oh, so it looks okay?
Oh god, he's touching himself.
It looks like.
Does it look okay? Hang on. Is it okay? Let me just get my. Hang on. You hear that? My tissues are ready.
I hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks good, but it's just that same stuff.
Calm down, Justin. Calm down.
It's happening. Oh my god.
Calm down. Everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Oh, this is the best. I can't wait. I'm so happy.
The video is only running at 30 though.
Oh, okay, well, all right, well,
I don't care.
It's fine. That's okay.
Most Japanese companies make their videos at 30, even if the games are 60 anyway.
Yeah, okay. So literally, as we are reporting this, the news broke that yeah, it's gonna have crossplay. It's gonna be able to play with 3DS. You're gonna be able to save transfers, so that's a thing. Good. The Switch version also has 1080p resolution support, docked and handheld modes, and improved UI to match the new console.
Anything about the frame rate?
Calm down.
I said, is there anything about the frame rate?
No, there's nothing about the frame rate.
Because the 3DS runs unlocked, so it's like 3260. So I imagine should be a solid 60.
Okay, and to top it off, in Japan, they're getting a Switch version special pack bundle, and it features a Nintendo Switch console of Monster Hunter Double X for it, all for 36,280 yen plus tax. Looks like it's got a cool little Monster Hunter design on the dock. That's cool. It's really nice. I would like that. I would get it if the stickers didn't fucking deform and destroy the dock.
I don't think it's a sticker.
Whatever it is. You can't do it, Bert. Don't do it. Don't you decorate your Switch. Don't you do it.
This is what I wanted.
I know. It's me. It's happening. The podcast can end right now. I don't think can we even have a story that tops this? Can we? Can we finally play Monster Hunter on the go and at home and finally do a YouTube series on it like we've always wanted? Yes. The answer to that, Bert, is yes. You can't say no. It is happening. If it gets localized, which it will be.
Bert, you're gonna get a Nintendo Switch. I don't care how.
You're selling your Wii U, dude. I don't give a shit.
No.
Yes, you are.
The street corner, you will.
How else will I play Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate?
Bert, I will destroy everything you love in your house if you don't get rid of that Wii U and get a Switch so we can play this Monster Hunter game. Damn it!
Maybe
will
once
trade you this Morgana plush for fucking Switch.
Justin.
3.
No.
I don't even know anymore.
It's my Morgana. Scoots is literally offering you his as a trade.
I want yours.
No. See, right now you tried to talk to me. You said, give me the goods, and I said, you're greedy. No. Back to battle with you.
You're gonna get this Switch.
I'm gonna have to hold you hostage then.
This sucks. Okay, Bert. It's gonna happen. Scoots is gonna take your Wii U, he's gonna sell it. He's gonna use that money, extra trade-in bonus, for the Switch. And then he'll also, at the same time, when he gets you that Switch, he's gonna take... What's it called? He's gonna take the, Fuck, I lost it. You're gonna get a Switch. That's the end. That's it. If we're not playing Monster Hunter by the end of this year when it gets localized, I'm just gonna kill.
It's not gonna get localized this year. Come on now.
Well, you better brace for it. You better be saving money. All I'm saying is that Wii U is dead, Bert. It's dead.
How else will I play Smash?
Yeah. Wait for the Switch version. Wait for the E3 when they announce it on Switch.
Maybe then I'll be like, all right, let's do this.
Oh my god, you fucking scumbag. Our next news story. Finally, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 to release in the next 3 years or so. And it took everything I had to read that very calmly.
Yeah, so we're topping Monster Hunter.
It keeps happening. Why is this a thing that Square does? Like, it's only them. Like, they have perpetual delay syndrome. Okay, go on.
Actually, Final Fantasy VII Remake, they're desperately trying to hire people for that.
And that's kind of worrying.
Is it? Wow. Yeah, because I thought, didn't they show gameplay of that? Or a trailer at least?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. They might have used all their budget money on fucking Kingdom Hearts. If they released the damn game, maybe they wouldn't... Maybe they would have some people freed up and some money. But no. It's always with the Kingdom Hearts 2.87D
don't worry, there's gonna be a
collections
2.9.
and
There's
shit.
gonna be a 2.9, and it's gonna like... Oh.
Just released 3 already, god damn it.
They're gonna have 2.9 because they need that extra money.
Yes. And it'll be made specifically for the Pro and the Scorpio. That's how they'll get them. God damn it, Square's. Oh, they kill me. They physically kill me. I'm actually like at the point where I don't even want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 anymore. I don't even want to. I don't want to anymore.
You're gonna play it.
The need is gone. Like there's no point. It's never coming out. It's just gonna be nothing but spin-offs now. Just this collections and spin-offs. That's it. I'll never get to play 3. I've made peace with that. I've made peace of it.
That reminds me.
I quit.
Fantasy 15 is supposed to. They have like a survey thing going on for their fans, saying what do you want to see in this game?
What's the options?
Let's see.
It was like playable characters.
Playable characters.
I think that's all I can recall.
Outfits. I don't remember what it was. I could have swore I said.
Did you guys fill it out?
Nope.
All right, then you're part of the problem of why the 15 will never be the masterpiece it could be. Actually, speaking of which, how was 15? I never asked you guys how it was. Did you both beat it?
We've talked about it on previous podcasts. You should go
I'm
through
sorry, that game is just forgettable to me.
Yeah.
It really is. I actually did I play that? I swear either that or I had a dream I played it.
You did. I think you did. Yeah, you did.
I'm trying to remember if I played Final Fantasy 15 or not. It's weird. Either I played it or I dreamed I did. Okay. Great.
Didn't get far.
I guess not. I don't remember anything. But yeah. This doesn't sound good. Especially, I didn't know about the Final Fantasy VII Remake stuff, actually. I'm not really following it, if I'm going to be honest. Do you think this is going to be the next Versus, Final Fantasy 13 Versus situation again? Or Final Fantasy VII Remake will just become another game entirely?
I mean, maybe it'll become a full game.
Ha! Oh yeah, they were going to do episodic, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Square also cut off with the other company last week, didn't they?
I don't.
Square's doing some interesting things lately. They cut off the Hitman people, didn't they? Like they're no longer associated with the Hitman company? IO something? Right? Okay. What is that you linked there, Bert?
Comparison shots for.
Let me click that. This is he linked me a picture of Monster Hunter, and you know I had to click that shit. So the top one is the Switch version, and the bottom one is the 3DS. Yeah. Oh, that looks better. There's texture in the background. You can see leaves. Like what I'm seeing.
Wow, this is a big difference.
This is actually I want to see it in motion. I can't wait to see the trailer when the podcast is over. That's when the heavy petting starts. But in the meantime, I guess that's it for the gaming news, huh? Unless you guys want to weigh in more on the Kingdom Hearts 3 years or so situation.
Who knows what'll happen with that stuff?
I honestly, after playing Persona 5, I don't think I care anymore. The only reason I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 was just to see what Disney World's like putting in it, but now I don't care anymore. They did it.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Ooh, more screenshots. I like it. Get to see, oh, look at that. Oh. Okay, that does not make for a good podcast. Let me just, all right, we're going to move on to the other news. In other news, we finally have another news story. Finally, it's been like, what, 5 podcasts since the last one? So, the Netflix Castlevania animated series is going to premiere July 7th. There's a trailer for it. Scoots, you being the Castlevania man, what say you on this situation?
First off, fuck Konami. But that's the second. looked all right.
That's weird. So Konami licensed this for Netflix? They licensed the series out to some anime studio to make, then put on Netflix. I thought Castlevania was a Panchico IP now. Maybe they'll use some of these anime shots for the Panchico machine. So Bert, why do you hate Castlevania?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just thought I'd bring some discussion to the story.
I don't know. Wait, what? I wasn't even paying attention since you guys were talking about TV shows.
Uh-huh. You heard it here, folks. Bert, known hater of Castlevania.
No, 64 is great.
Ah!
Yep. Let that rest right there. So let that sit right there. Not gonna touch it. Not touching it.
Fuck. Konami.
Scoots, I have to ask, what's this animated series look like it's based on? Is it like based on like one of the games, Symphony of the Night or something like that, or is it just gonna be its own original thing?
I think it might be after the original NES one.
Oh. And that's gonna be Simon Belmont? Yeah?
Yeah. If not that, it could, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention.
I can't click on the link either because podcast will die if I do.
The way it looked like it was after. They were saying the guy who killed Dracula.
You know, actually, they could have easily done this really well. If another anime that actually did the vampire thing well, I think. Hellsing.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be like a gory version of Castlevania. Just replace the guns with a whip. Bro, did you like Hellsing?
Never seen it.
Oh, really? You should watch that. I love the action in that show.
It's pretty good.
It's gory as shit though. Yeah, okay, well, I guess that's it for the other news. It's time to move on to my favorite part of the podcast, the Q&A session. If you guys would like to leave a question for any of us, you can do so in the comments section below this video, or you can send in your questions to mondaynightwolfcast@gmail.com. Oh, my name is Bert, and that's mondaynightwolfcast@gmail.com. That's a good job, Bert. You said it correctly. mondaynightwolfcast@gmail.com, and we will answer your question on the next podcast. But this week we have two people who asked questions. Of course, Jin the Wolf, 31 in a row, and new question asker, Shy Owl, who was on the stream I did last week. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Jin, of course, because he gets carte blanche. He writes, "Great answers last podcast, guys. He's going to continue my streak strongly until I'm kidnapped by ninjas or something. Question. I can't dream for the life of me, no matter how much I want them to happen. So here are my questions. What is a great dream you've had?" Wow, Bert, this question, huh? We just talked about dreams last week off podcast. And then his second question is, what is the worst nightmare you've ever had? And you can pick either one or both. And if it's too personal, you don't have to tell it. See, Jin respects our boundaries. And we respect Jin.
So you don't even have to answer this, Bert.
Yeah, if you really don't feel comfortable. Wow.
Whoa.
He gave you a way out.
I love way outs.
You do. You do.
Even though I think your great dream has something to do with sheep. You dream
No,
sheep.
has something to do with Justin.
Yeah. All right. Well, we talked about. It's funny that this question's been here for a while. Bro, did you happen to read this question before?
Oh, that's the first time I'm hearing it.
That's actually funny because we just had a talk about a dream the other day. Anybody want to jump on this one first? Because I need time to think about
Great
at
dream.
least.
I was an action hero. That was really, really badass. My worst dream, or no, not worst dream, but my worst nightmare: losing all my teeth. I knew you'd laugh. I was all like, oh, what the heck did I do?
Damn it! You made me spit up my drink all over everything.
You're welcome.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Shit, I should have noticed you said nightmare. I should have noticed you said nightmare. That I was like, oh, here it comes. I fucking decided to take a silent drink in the meantime, try to wet my whistle.
Would you like another nightmare?
No.
Another one.
Oh, I'm done drinking.
My money. Losing everything.
Holy shit. Scoots, this is just my overly superstitious, crazy self, but you do know that... Nightmare? No, but do you know what losing your teeth in a dream means?
What?
Death.
Yeah.
That's a bad omen. Holy shit. That's why I laugh really hard. Or it's just like...
Or maybe it's because my wisdom teeth are growing.
Maybe.
You thought about that? Because it really hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could have been on your mind, too. Holy shit. Oh, man. Just the losing the teeth thing, I was not ready. Everything went everywhere.
Oh, my teeth barrier bursting.
We have a podcast called Scoots' Exploding Teeth. Was it around that time?
You want the third nightmare? I can give you the third nightmare.
What's the third one?
Zune. Oh. I'm haunted by my Zune.
It always comes back to the Zune, too. I love it.
You let me die. Let me die.
Oh my shit. Oh man, what a mess. Alright, Bert, your turn. Share your story. Dream, nightmare.
I don't remember too many dreams, or at least once I do, I don't remember them that much afterwards. The most recent one involved you, Justin.
It sure did.
We were in a classroom. For some reason, it was about StarCraft.
Dear God.
And it was a classroom about Zerglings. So that was pretty sweet.
It's amazing because I look a lot into dreams, and it's like dreams are basically your brain trying to like process and store information and stuff like that it finds relatively important, or at least that was on your mind. So I was apparently on your mind, and also classes and Zerglings. Maybe because I talk about them so much with you. That's funny as hell.
And it was also the nightmare, the same thing.
Oh.
It's because you were sitting in the back row, and I was in the front row.
How's that bad? That seems like good for me.
How can we talk about the Zergling info?
Pass notes.
Oh my! What the hell was going on with that dream?
That's funny. No, I thought what you meant there, like the dream transition into nightmares. You know, like sometimes when you have a good dream and it just starts getting really weird, like you'll be, I don't know, say skipping through a field of flowers, all of a sudden this clouds start forming overhead, and all of a sudden here comes giant head coming down from the sky to eat you, and you're like, what the hell?
I can't think of any dreams I've had that transition like that.
I can. So, as everyone knows, I'm a very vivid, creative person. So, I have some pretty fucked up dreams. Actually, let's start with the good stuff, actually. Best dream I've ever had. I gotta keep it safe for work, right? So, I can't say that dream. But, I can say...
Were there of us involved?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
No mention of you two in sight, but that was a good dream. Was
it that one where you said only if the lights were on? Or did they have to be off?
I said no eye contact, Bert. That's the deal. That's my deal.
There's something about lights also.
I said lights off makes it easier to not make eye contact. Oh my... That's...
Carry on.
Oh, that's getting personal. We said we'd never speak of it. Good dream I had that's safe for work for the podcast. I'd say I'm kind of like you, bro. I don't remember. I have a dream log though that I keep.
I remember them for like a week and that's it.
Yeah, I do have this dream log. I've kept this dream log ever since like my old computer. I just kept this document. If I can find it real quick. I'll see if I can find one.
He said I'm weird for writing things down.
Dreams are important, dude. You were supposed to write dreams down. I write the date and what the dream was. That way I can look back and like,
Really?
well, that was, yeah.
Okay.
It helps you. It also helps you remember things. It's weird.
Oh, really? How's that working out?
Shut up. Look. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. Scoot, you're gonna like this one. Some of these ones, I immediately wake up and write them down, but they're just like key parts of the dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is, hand to God, these are all legit dreams that I wrote down over the years. So this one's from October 25th, 2014. And I'm gonna read it as I wrote it. Dream where I was running from Scoots around the pool and he slipped and broke his arm.
What the hell is up with me getting the business? Everything with you. I don't understand this.
I don't know, dude. It was. I just read it. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. It's so good.
Why was he chasing you?
I don't know. It's just that's all I wrote for it. So I will never know. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hang on. Some of these are.
Dream.
Hang on. Some of these are. I'd rather not say. Let's see. I gotta read some of these. So nightmare. Every nightmare I have is basically me dying in a gruesome way. The most recent one I can think of was I want to say on like the Eiffel Tower. It was one of those big ass like structures and it had a pointy tip. And for some reason I somehow was up there and I fucking fell off the side. And I always land on a picket fence. That's the worst thing. It's always a picket fence. I guess I have a fear of being impaled. So there's that. Thanks for the question, Jin. That's all we have for dreams today.
Poor
Woo. No, they will never top the pool chase broken arm dream. Oh my god! If we have an animator, if we have an animator listening to the podcast, can someone please animate that?
Joel Arthur falling down.
Yeah, just
the arm going the different way. And it's going, ah! Now he's making a blood pack. Ah!
just and this a very slow. And I sir, hey. Oh my goodness. Our next question. Thank you, Jin the Wolf, for the question. That was fun. I pulling up the dream log made some very fun things here. Our next question comes from Shy Owl. She writes, "What's your favorite thing to do when you're bored?" That's the first question. Second question, what was the biggest accomplishment you've ever made? And third question, who inspires you? These are all good questions. I already know what you want to do when you're bored. What's your favorite thing?
What's that?
Watching StarCraft.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Is that your favorite?
I mean, does gaming count?
I guess that's yeah, but that's too obvious. Besides gaming,
Mine's lame.
what do you do? Sleep?
Besides sleeping, I do research and sometimes I clean. It's lame.
Yeah, I usually try to learn new things. Like back in the day, I learned a bunch about video editing. Nowadays, it's game creation.
What happened to video? What happened to video editing? I need my editor here.
I
True.
stopped with that and moved on to game creation instead.
No, editor.
No, have Justin do it.
Oh, I am the most edity guy here.
He's the one who does it the most nowadays.
True.
Do it.
I won't do it. My favorite thing to do when I'm bored? Besides gaming? That's a good question. I like to drive. For the hell of it.
Do you?
Yeah. Why do you think I had such a hissy fit when I totaled my car? I didn't have anywhere I couldn't drive anywhere, and it was driving me nuts,
like
remember?
To fix things.
I don't know if you actually like driving. I just don't know if you like going places.
Oh, no, not like you mean like road trips and everything?
Like the act of driving do you enjoy that?
Yeah, just getting in my car and just like putting on a podcast or something while I drive around is something I like to do. Relaxes my mind for some reason. I guess I kind of like road trips. It depends. The destination's got to be good. Because it can be fun. Besides driving and maybe just hanging out with my dog. I'm kind of like you and you two as well. I do like to I read a lot of stuff. I don't actually learn things. I just like to read shit. I know a lot about stupid stuff that people don't care about, basically.
Do you like to read stuff, or do you just like opening new tabs of stuff?
Both. Okay, tab collecting. That's what I like to do.
Better yet, do you like to read a book?
No. Well,
yeah.
I used to read. I don't anymore. Last book I read was that console gaming one. The one on the console wars back in the 90s. I bought that one from Barnes & Nobles and read it. I don't go out of my way to read books physically anymore. I can just read them online. But yeah, other than read, drive, and play with my dog, not much.
What's your biggest accomplishment, though?
Biggest accomplishment?
I know what it is.
What is that?
No, I want to hear yours.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be completely different from what you're thinking.
It will.
Technically graduating from college.
Hey, that sounds like mine.
Technically, I wouldn't say, I don't feel like that was my greatest accomplishment. But it was kind of a big deal, I guess.
Yeah. Mine was transferring out of Spanish. So I could save my credit.
But I was going to save you.
I saved myself.
Oh, that's bad.
You just didn't want to put the effort. That's what it was.
You're not wrong.
I was right next to you. I was like, dude.
You were right next to me. You were in like the front row, and I was in the back row. It was like StarCraft all over again.
Like the StarCraft dream.
Like, who was next to me?
I don't know. But
Who's the guy I always talked to next to me?
We were definitely very far away.
Oh, okay.
I really hate that class. Go on.
I'd say I don't have a biggest one. I have many accomplishments. Not to brag or anything, but
wow.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
well, that big dick. All right.
Well, hey, hang on. Wait, hang on. There it is on the desk right there. I'm just gonna say, I think I've done. I mean, I haven't done crazy stuff like but I've been around the world. I've seen the world.
Yeah.
I've met celebrities thanks to the con. I have a relatively okay YouTube channel where people actually kind of want to see me. That's something. I have an audience. I have good friends that like to hang out and do stuff with me, even though I have crazy schemes half the time. I'd say that's a big accomplishment.
So when's that Black Nyak?
Next podcast, apparently.
Oh, we're actually going through with it. All right.
Yeah. We agreed. We all agreed to it. Yeah, I stick to my guns sometimes. I also, final thing, despite it being a huge mistake, did manage to do what I thought I wanted to do, a little project, and I did a project. Oh, and I have an ongoing podcast that's still going.
And you got it, Justin.
Oh, really? That was what you thought?
I was gonna say our biggest accomplishment was SLR.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the podcast. Oh, damn it! Hey, SLR would have been great if I could have called it the spoiler, but
you should put a link to that channel in here.
I'm not. I refuse. If you guys want to put the link there, you're gonna have to do it yourselves. I'm not doing that.
You'll have to give me editor's privilege.
You have to type in Spelunky League Racing.
No, you can't give it a name. You can't give it a name.
It's too late.
Fuck. Now everyone knows of the mistake. It's canon now.
It's okay. Apparently, your dreams are me getting the business.
Yeah, that's true.
And my nightmares is me losing my teeth and destroying my Zoom.
Maybe you lost your teeth as a result of my dream. Maybe our dreams were interconnected.
Or maybe
that is how the Zune broke.
It's true, he slipped.
And the Zune is haunting me by making me lose my teeth.
Oh my god. What about you, Scoots? What's your biggest accomplishment?
Besides graduating college? Building computers, actually. I like
That's
doing
not
it.
bad.
That and not really much, really. I guess being an accomplished bowler.
That's not bad either.
You did go to a tournament during the Switch's launch.
Yeah. Kicked ass at it.
Nice. Oh wait. I take back. I want to say my biggest accomplishment recently, besides the podcast, was buying a car.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else. I'm glad you did.
Okay. There's only one way that could have went. Dodged the bullet there, am I right?
I'm actually an accomplished cook too, because I can cook.
That's something neither me nor Bert can do.
Yeah, that's right.
Neither one of us can cook. We're not good bachelors. Who inspires you is the final question from Shy Owl. That's a really good one. Who inspires you?
I wouldn't say like any one person necessarily. But currently, just because it's what I've been working on, it's just like indie game creators, like single, like people who make games by themselves
And get it out there?
Yeah, like that. It's like it's super hard to do that.
Yeah,
And like
that
just
is
learning everything, like from art to music to all that stuff, is like just what I've been doing, and it's just a lot of stuff. So
you
that's
have a
pretty
newfound
inspirational.
respect for people who do it now that you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, you could say that.
Who inspires me?
This one makes me think too, because I'm all like,
Yeah, this is because I've never really honestly put much thought into it.
Well, do you have any like?
Bird inspires me.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
No,
you put that bar pretty low.
no.
Then he just took it away.
Chicken limboed it.
It'll be like one of my dad's friends, because he was a big computer guy. He kind of inspired me to go into that field. That I am currently not in, but we're not going there. But yeah, I like building computers. I like messing around with stuff. I like fixing things.
Was there any one person that inspired you to like start a channel, Justin?
Yeah.
No,
Fuck
not,
YouTube.
not really. No.
You just didn't watch like a YouTube channel. It's like, oh, that looks pretty interesting to do. Maybe I should do one.
I mean, the original, the very first original channel I did, the Wolfpack Comms, was inspired by, fuck, what's their name? Another commentary group, for sure.
Because I'll mention one thing. My channel that I made that doesn't really get any views or whatever. What inspired me to do YouTube videos was kind of you and a few other people who have done like walkthroughs that try to be like very formative about it.
Oh, what? I didn't know it was anyone's inspiration. Man, this has been a really nice night. Despite the unpleasantries with the earlier part of the podcast. It's nice to end it on a nice warm note like this. I feel like I should be like playing some nice music right around here.
But now I have to think about it because you were dreaming of me getting the business.
You can't take it back. You can't take that back.
What arm was it?
He took it back from me.
What arm was it?
Sure did.
Let me ask you. What arm was it?
It was not written. I literally read it as it was written.
If it was my left arm, okay. If my right arm, you son of a bitch!
You can't do anything about your right. You need that.
My right arm's my best arm. Don't take that away from me.
It's your strong arm.
Don't take that with me.
Didn't you have like aspirations to do like animation, like Flash animation? Did you get that from anyone?
No. Here's the thing. Like, I'm strange in which growing up, I never idolized celebrities. I never idolized, like, I really never found people inspiring. Like, at least in that way. I'm always inspired by things people do. Like, the product of that person. But I don't really know much about the person that created it. If that makes any sense, like, let's say, for example...
That's like the same answer I had.
Yeah, Walt Disney, like...
Oh, really?
I'm saying as an example, Walt Disney. I'm a fan of the products that he made. Like, I would... Like, one of my dreams is, like, I loved animation and stuff like that. Like, to have my own animation studio where it's like, that people make animations and it's, like, under, this company that I own, right? Like, I want my own kind of Disney, my own animation empire, that sort of thing.
Would be really use an animator.
Yeah,
I like
animator too for my intro.
Like, exactly. It's like I love the thing he made, but Disney himself, I could give less than two shits about. Like that sort of thing. Like I've always been weird like that, where it's like, you really like that, you must really like this guy's stuff. Who? That's pretty much how I'm always like, so... What's a good... I can't even name, like, an animator I really like. That's the weird... I know animations I like. I just don't know who makes the animations. So... Yeah, I wish I could answer that. I'll say Bert's answer was really good. Independent people who put out, like, stuff like... It's a cop-out, but, like, it really is a good answer because, like, yeah, that shit's hard. It's really hard to just do everything by yourself. I could cop out and say, like, single parents are inspiring.
That could be, like...
But that might be hitting too close to home, so I don't know.
Because I do computer networking, and that can be hard by yourself.
Yeah. So, stuff like that. That was a really good question, child. We have good questions tonight. Good vibes tonight. At the very end here. Feeling warm and fuzzy inside. Now...
What I said?
Yeah, that really got me. I felt like,
I did for like 2 seconds.
But fine. For him, it was a Monday.
Exactly. It's Monday now. But if it makes you feel better...
Just end the podcast.
Before we end this podcast, what are we doing these next? What games are we going to be playing until the next podcast? Tekken 7. Tekken 7. Tekken 7, Yakuza 0. Probably, I'll probably go back and get in there.
Maybe Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah, that is out, isn't it?
It sure is.
And
maybe Ultra Street Fighter 2 if I had the money.
Ugh.
But I will build my new computer though. That. In Tekken
That's
7.
priority 1?
Yes. I pretty much have it built. I just need RAM.
Oh. Well, good on you then.
It's gonna glow like a mother. It's gonna be great.
Glow.
I'll send pictures.
Please do. Send nudes. Is Wonder Woman coming out before the... Hang on. Next podcast is going to be on the 12th of June. So yeah, it'll be out by
Wonder
then.
Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman comes out, what, the 2nd?
I think that's the week of E3, isn't it?
Wait, really?
Well, I'm not gonna watch it.
Ooh. Well, no. Well,
13th
Wonder Woman
to
comes out
15th.
next week. Actually, the 2nd, I believe, is when it's out.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean came out this
Week. Yeah, it did.
Then it's Wonder Woman, I think.
Wait,
Yeah,
when's
Wonder
the next
Woman's-
podcast?
The next podcast is on June 12th.
We might be best to delay that if we want to talk about
Ooh.
E3.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm down. I'm down to delay.
Otherwise, it's going to be 2 weeks after E3 happens that we have a podcast.
Yeah, that would be really dumb. So yeah, we're okay. So heads up, everyone. I'll probably tweet it out, but yeah, we might delay the next podcast. The next Black Nyak cast may be delayed because
Oh no.
we also got to. I know, right? Of course, it's gonna podcast where we decide to do something crazy. So that'll be fun.
It's okay. After E3, my same wisdom tooth will probably barrier burst again in a different corner. Because I just remember that's when it happened the last time.
Oh yeah, the last E3.
It was during Dishonored 2.
You yawned and your tooth exploded out of your head.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, that felt weird. What was that?" And then I put my tongue there, and then the piece of the tooth is just like there. And I'm all like, "Oh, that's not good."
Oh
And then 30
my
minutes
god!
later, it starts hurting, and I'm all like, "Oh!"
It keeps happening. Oh man. Well, that has been a podcast, guys. Thanks everyone for listening to this podcast. I feel like this one was probably one of the best ones we've done. I think I feel really good about this one. All right, everybody. Say goodnight to our listeners, guys.
And embrace that
Unless
revolution.
they're listening to it during the day.
Say good morning to them. Or good afternoon. Bye.
Good morning, night. Bye-bye.
Play us out, Swordfish.
It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Da-da-da-da-da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in there. Put it in there. Yeah. Suck, no.
Top dog, bite them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she grip in the back door. Chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this mother, just a swing in my hair. Trick, quit talking, crip walk, get me down with the set. Take a bullet with some grip and take a smoke on this jam. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, trick, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress. When the pimp's in the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. If a nigga get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean Don and I roll the best weed cause I got it going on.
It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and we ain't got no love for love.
So just chill till the next episode.
Da-da-da-da-da. It's the one and only D.R.E. Dr. Dre, Love Buck.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.O.G. Straight off them killer streets of CPT. King of the beach, you ride to him in your fleet. Wood, Coupe de Ville, rolling on dubs. How you feel? Whoop, whoop, what? Dre and Snoop hitting corners in the lag. With Doc in the back, sipping on yak. Clipping all the amps, dipping through hood. Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood. South Central out to the west side. It's California love, it's California bug. Got your boy a gang of pub. I'm on one, I might bell up in the Century Club. Get my drink on, and my smoke on.
When the pimp's in the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. If a nigga get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean Don and I roll the best weed cause I got it going on. When the pimp's in the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. If a nigga get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean Don and I roll the best weed cause I got it going on.
It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and we ain't got no love for love.
So just chill till the next episode.
Wait.
my who be thinking we soft, we don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up, wait. For my who be acting too bold, take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey,
we cleaned up.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. If a nigga get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I roll the best weed cause I got it going on. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. If a nigga get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I roll the best